Hello everybody, welcome back to Jared Opens a Box here on Jared Takes the L, and I have a great episode here, the final episode of May, if you guys can believe it, already through May, and June is going to be right around the corner here, actually tomorrow, tomorrow is June, and I have a lot of great stuff for June as well, but before we get to that, we have another video on Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the game that I still am not even able to play on Jared Takes the L because it is, of course, a PlayStation exclusive. But I still love the Spider-Man pops, so we're still going to review them, why not? Plus, I've seen enough of the game to have at least a general idea of, what's happening with it. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get started with this one. We have 5 to look at today, so it's going to be, a little bit longer than the ones we've been doing, since those ones have mostly been only 3 pops. But our first one here today is the Anti-Venom suit Peter Parker pop. Of course, this is one of the many different suits that Peter Parker can wear in the game. This one in particular is honestly one of my personal favorites that I've seen. So this is pop number 1025. I'm assuming actually, I don't know if this is of the Pop Games line or the Marvel line. I don't really know because it doesn't say. I'm assuming it's the Marvel line, but it does also have the Gamerverse logo down here, the Marvel one. I love the box for these. I think it looks really cool. There's your spoiler for the rest of the pops here. But let's go ahead and open this one up. Not really too much else to say, at least about this one, because, it's just Spider-Man. All right. Ooh, this one's really cool. It actually is textured, too. So here is the Anti-Venom suit Peter Parker pop. This one looks really, really cool. I love the different details. Actually, like the mask and everything has this texture to it. You guys can actually kind of see it a little bit. It's a really, really interesting one. I love the colors on this one. I like it has the Venom logo there as well. Of course, the Anti-Venom suit, which I don't think we've really done Anti-Venom on the channel before, but typically, Anti-Venom is like the inverse of normal Venom's colors. So this one, that is why this one is mostly white with a little bit of black, as opposed to Venom's traditional look. But this one looks really, really cool. There's not really much else to say about it other than the fact that I just think it looks really cool. I think they absolutely nailed it. It looks just like the suit does in the game. I love the pose that they have it in as well. They could have easily just done a kind of basic, generic pose, but they at least went all out with this one, giving it that base, of course, as well to keep it from falling over. But yeah, they did a great job with this one. I think this is definitely a great addition to my ever-growing Spider-Man collection. I seriously don't even know how many I have at this point. And speaking of Spider-Man, our next pop is yet another one, although this time it's Miles Morales with the City Sounds suit. So another suit that I think is awesome. This is pop number 1028 of some sort of line. I don't really know which one. Again, the box is going to be just about the same here, so we don't really have to worry about that. All right. So this one actually, if I can get it out, there we go. This one actually does come with a stand. All right, this one's really cool. So this is definitely much different from the traditional suit that Miles wears. Of course, the mask is kind of similar. It has the black and the red on it, but he's got a fedora on, which I think is really funny. He also has, honestly, it looks like, what is that, a sweater? A sweater and just pants and and gloves. And he's holding what appears to be drumsticks as well. So I don't know, that's just really, really fun, just like in casual street clothes kind of thing, which I think is definitely. Oh, and it even has the spider logo on the back. That's awesome. Spider logo on the back of the sweater. And then you can even kind of see even the shoes are patterned after his traditional suit. So I think that's really, really cool. I love the details on this one. I think this came out looking really nice. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, not much else to really say about this one other than the fact that I think they picked 2 of the best possible suits that they could have picked from the game for these guys. I just think that, I don't know what else, I don't know what else to say. I'm really tired. It's been a very long week, so I'm sorry if I'm kind of dragging along here, but point being, I think those two are really, really cool. But now we're going to get into some of the other characters from the game. Two of these we did not look at in the last one. The last one we did. It's actually the exclusive. So really excited about that one. But our first one is the Black Suit Harry Osborn pop. This one, of course, has a lot of similarities to Agent Venom, which we've seen him a couple of times here on Jared Takes the L. This is pop number 1027. There is the box. It looks really, really cool there. But yeah, like I said, this one definitely very, very similar. Who opened the door? Oh, I thought there was a cat coming in. This one, very, very similar to Agent Venom. I'm definitely getting those vibes from this one. The mask itself looks really similar to Agent Venom's mask. Just a little bit more, it's almost more of like a helmet than a mask, I guess. And then even down here, the Venom symbol is kind of there. It looks a little bit different, almost futuristic. And then kind of just has the rest of it, kind of like an armor kind of thing going on here. Again, definitely reminding me a lot of Agent Venom. If you go and compare it to some of those pops, you would definitely see the similarities there. But I think this one came out looking really nice as well. Obviously, in Spider-Man 2, Harry Osborn is Venom rather than Eddie Brock. So this is how he starts off as... actually, I believe he's an ally to Peter and Miles when he's like this, before he ends up becoming Venom a little bit later on down the line. But yeah, this one looks really, really cool. I think they absolutely nailed it with this one. I think that this is yet another great addition to... I consider this a Spider-Man. I mean, it's pretty close, right? But yeah, so far, these are all really cool. But this next one is, in my opinion, my personal favorite from this wave. This one is Scream. We have not had a Scream pop since, I think, 2020. It was a Walgreens exclusive. It's the only other time they've made Scream as a pop. This one is one I've been waiting on for a very long time. This is pop number 1026. There's the side of the box, back of the box, and the other side. Now, this version of Scream is actually Mary Jane Watson. So that's definitely different. I don't think that ever really happened in the comics as far as I'm aware. Oh man, this one's so cool. So here is Scream, and honestly, the game version of Scream is very, very accurate to the comics version. Like, it looks very, very similar. It has the red symbiote with the crazy, hair being part of it. And then, of course, the yellow body as well with the bits of red in there as well. Very, very accurate to the comics, and this pop itself, very, very accurate to Scream's depiction in the Spider-Man 2 game. I think it was actually really cool that they had some of the other symbiotes in the game as well, other than Venom, because I always feel like they kind of get left out when it comes to the games and the movies with the symbiotes. I don't even think Scream was in any of the Venom movies that they made, which was crazy to me, because I feel like that would have been such a good idea. But this, nonetheless, I think, maybe that's honestly probably why she was in the video game. I don't know. It could be, since those are made by Sony as well. But yeah, this one looks really, really cool. I think they absolutely nailed the design with this one. And I'm really glad that we got this as a pop. Honestly, the common wave for Wave 2 of the Spider-Man 2 pops, really, really good. But there is, of course, an exclusive. Well, there were a couple of exclusives, but I only have the one here. And this is actually a first here on Jared Opens a Box. I know when we did the SpongeBob SquarePants video a couple of weeks ago, I talked about how Funko was kind of differentiating certain pops with the Pop Plus and Pop Premiums. Well, we did the first Pop Premium in that one, but now it's time for the first Pop Plus. So here it is. This is Venom again. We've technically done Venom before from the game, but this one is a little bit different. But this is our first look at the Pop Plus line here on the channel. 1019, the Funko exclusive sticker, and that's about to change too. All of the newer exclusives have a new sticker, so you're not going to be seeing this one around much longer. But there is the box. As you can see, it kind of has like a little bit of a, what would you call that? Gosh, I'm trying to think of what that's called. Not like a silver texture, but you can see it, right? Like, you can see it. I don't know how to describe it. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm sorry. But yeah, it has a different texture on the box there, which looks really, really cool. So there's that. And basically, the Pop Pluses and Pop Premiums are just going to have more detail than the traditional Pops, I guess. Like I said, I'm terrible with explaining it, but I think they have a whole thing on the website. Alright, so here is the Funko exclusive Venom Pop. This one looks really, really cool. He's in a very similar pose that he was in for the common Pop that we reviewed last year. But this time around, he has these humongous wings, which are very, very similar to another Venom Pop that we did a couple of years ago. That was a Pop-in-a-Box exclusive. So slightly different design, but they are very similar. And then, of course, down here as well, we have all of this symbiote goo that he is standing in as well. So I think that's a really cool detail. A lot of the other stuff, though, is very similar. They still gave him the gross drool detail that they gave on the original Pop as well. And, of course, all these spikes on the wings as well. I think they honestly did a really good job with this one. I think it's a really cool, this was the first Pop Plus I think I got, so I thought it was a really cool one to start off with. There are going to be some other ones appearing on the channel here soon as well, so I thought it was a good idea to introduce the concept at least with this one. But yeah, I guess that's going to do it for this video. Honestly, these are all amazing. They're seriously really, really good. I give them all 10 out of 10 again. I know I haven't really been that picky recently, but honestly, Funko's been kind of hitting it. They've been doing really, really good with these Pops. So I think a 10 out of 10 is definitely reasonable for these. But let me know down below which of these are your favorites. I'll go through them one more time. We have the Anti-Venom suit Peter Parker. We have the City Sounds suit Miles Morales. We have the black suit Harry Osborn. We have, if I can get them all, Scream. And we have Venom. So let me know down below which of these is your favorite. When we come back next week, the beginning of June, we're going to be kicking off the summer months with a very fitting video, in my opinion. We have some more Stitch Funko Pops coming your way, and Summer should be joining me for that as well. So it's going to be really, really fun. I'm excited. But thank you guys again so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.